Okay, Miss Hannah, so we're rolling here. I'm going to show you what you need. You need, if you have it, a drill, a Sharpie or a pencil, maybe a utility knife. We'll see how we do this. Where's my camera? There we go. The screws that I sent you, a Phillips head screwdriver, your frame, and your painting. That's it. Oh, the cardboard shims. I should have sent you these. If I didn't, I'll show you what you need to do. Just grab an Amazon box. Regular Amazon box. Just cut off a strip about like this, maybe an inch or so. Cut it off like that. Cut it in half. And so we're going to use these as our shims. So basically you get your painting centered. The paintings aren't square. The frames aren't square. So it's not, you just kind of get as close as you can get it. And then you put your shims in here. Get it kind of lined up. You can put these little pieces of cardboard and they should create enough pressure that it holds the painting in there. And you just you can kind of push it from side to side and get your corners lined up the way you want it. So there it is. It's pretty much as squared up as it's going to be, and that should hold it in there. There's always the chance that when you go to screw this in, the painting will pop out, but we'll deal with that. So you got your screws, right? This is a whole new pack. I think I just sent you just enough to do it. You don't really need more than 2, I don't think, for yours. So we're gonna go with that example. So just kind of place them where you want them. We have one there and one there. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit so you can see it. So I've got it, one here and one on the bottom corner, just kind of laid out where you think you want to put them. Let me widen back out here. Oops, sorry. So you kind of got those where you want them. So we're gonna take. You can take your Sharpie. You can take a pencil. It doesn't matter. Sharpie's a little bit easier to read. We're gonna make our dots where we kind of want these. These 2 spots there and there. Now this canvas still has the plastic on it, so it's gonna look a little weird, but that doesn't really matter. All right, so we're gonna take those off. And this is the part where you will need a drill. If you don't have a drill, I'm gonna try and see if I can do this with a utility knife. So you take a drill and take a small drill bit. Anything up to like 3/32. Just something small. Basically, you want your drill bit to be just the size of the shaft of your screw. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna put it in our drill, and then we're gonna drill into those spots that we marked with and not too far, just a little bit. And it's okay if we're just gonna go in a little bit because we don't want to go. Obviously, don't want to go through the painting. You can gauge down, insert your drill bit or put a little piece of tape on it to make sure that you're not going too far. But as long as you're nice and slow with it, you'll be fine. Exposed. All right, so we got our drill. We're just gonna pre-drill these holes because I'm just gonna go in a little bit. We're gonna pre-drill these. We'll try one with the drill, and I'll try this. I haven't done this with a utility knife before. And this, you gotta be careful with this, but if you take it, can you see me on that one? Yeah. You take it and you put the point in and twist it around. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. If you have a very small screwdriver, that might work. I would have to say that you should probably borrow a drill, or somebody should have a drill. The only thing I would be concerned about is putting a screw in there without pre-drilling it. You might split the frame, and you don't want to split the frame. So let me grab a tiny screwdriver, because we're gonna try this and see if it works. something small like this, just a little one. We're gonna take that, and I'm gonna take it, let's see if I can do this so you can see it. Yeah, see, you can't really see that hole. But I kind of poked it a little bit with the utility knife, and if I stand this upright, can we see it on that? Yeah, and then push down and just kind of twist. We're just trying to make a little bit of a divot for the hole to go into, or for the screw to go into and the hole to go into, if that makes sense. We're gonna do that on this other side. See, I can actually just, the frame is much softer. And you can see the frame popped out of the canvas popped out of the frame a little bit, but that's not a big deal. I'll just flip it back over. We'll get it centered. We'll put our cardboard shims in here. We're gonna get it pretty close to where we had it. We're gonna flip it back over and make sure our holes are lined up. They are. And then we will take our whatchajiggers, what are they called? Brackets. So we're gonna do with the drill first here. Make sure that's recording. And this you just want to put your fingers on the other side and hold your canvas in there and just get it in real nice and easy. Flip it back over. Double check to make sure it stayed square, because it does move around a little bit with these cardboard shims in here. But that's just to keep it in place. And then we're going to take another one here, and we are going to put it in the other side with the drill, and then that one's pretty much secure. Let me get this so you can see it. That one's secured in there. And then this next side, I believe, is the one we did with the screwdriver and the utility knife. And we're gonna do that one just with the screwdriver, period. Now we're gonna put our bracket in here. And let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I don't have much camera mobility. I'm trying to make this visible from different angles. So we got a screwdriver. We're just gonna take a screw, and you can do either one you want. I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna do the frame side first. So just kind of line it up to your hole, get it started, put pressure on it. We're gonna see, hopefully this doesn't, oh, this screwdriver's screwed. Just like that. That's probably why I don't use that screwdriver. All right, keep pressure on it, go in nice and slowly. Man, I don't screw things by hand anymore, so I forgot it. It's much harder. Double check your spacing all around. Make sure it's even. And then just put the next one in by hand. See, it kind of, because I'm doing it by hand, you still have to support it from the other side. So it bumped out. So now I have to push this back down in. Resituate my, it's still pushed out. Let me take this screw out. You gotta keep your pressure on the other side. See, this one does not want to sit straight. So you gotta keep your pressure on the other side. Screw this in by hand. And it will pull it up once you get it in there, and that should pull it up tight. When you press on this, there we go, from the other side to screw it in, you're gonna end up putting a lot more pressure if you do it by hand. If you have the drill, it's much easier. So I would highly recommend finding a drill. Somebody's gotta have one nearby, a neighbor or something. And then you just double check your spacing all around. You pull out your shims. I think I'm too wide here, or too tight, I mean. Pull out your shims, and then you should be good to go. And that's pretty much it. That's just with with 2 of them in there. I can't remember how many I sent you. I might have sent you 4, but you don't need 4. It's such a small painting. There's not going to be any long lines for the painting to drift or look funny or pull away from the frame. And it's not going to be perfect because the frame's not square. The canvas isn't perfectly square. So, and if one of them is, the other's not. So you just try to get it as close as you can. I think I made your frame dark, and the painting's pretty dark, so you won't really notice any big gaps like a real bright white painting on a dark frame. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can call me, FaceTime me, whatever. Other than that, good luck.